breaking news. A federal judge just ruled the Trump administration must immediately reinstate thousands of probationary employees who were fired last month from a half dozen federal agencies. Senior reporter Catherine Faulders joins me now to tell us what we know. Catherine.
Yeah, Kira, this is a big deal from a federal judge out in California who essentially issued this scathing rebuke of the Trump administration as it has to do with those nearly 20,000 probationary workers who were fired. Probationary workers are workers who have worked in the government for a short period of time, 1 to 2 years, and following multiple agencies terminating them. The judge says that they didn't follow the proper process, that they've unlawfully terminated these workers because they've said that this was for performance reasons. He said that in a lot of cases, they were not terminated for performance reasons, that they didn't follow the process established in federal law. The judge said that the government used, quote, lies and gimmicks to unlawfully terminate these workers. He's ordered them immediately reinstated. It will be a bit of a process. How this happens, if they're walking into their buildings today, is a bit unclear. But the judge has ordered these government agencies to essentially produce a report in the coming days. Each individual agency needs to essentially say they need to notify all employees that they're reinstated. They have to identify everybody who was fired and who was a probationary worker. So it is a big ruling, and I'm sure a lot of these, obviously, these outside groups who represent federal workers are applauding the judge's actions. Of course, this can still be appealed by the government, which we do expect.
All right, so we're talking about Veterans Affairs, Department of Agriculture, Department of Defense, Department of Energy, Department of Treasury. Trump and Musk probably are going to appeal, right? So what would that look like?
Yeah, exactly. They sure will. I don't believe the government has filed a notice of appeal yet, but I could expect the Department of Justice to do that, I'm sure, in the coming hours. So they will appeal. It's possible that an appeals court could issue a stay and that this could be paused. But again, this will be a process. It will play out. So they will likely do that. And then we will hear from the court, the higher court, on whether or not they put this pause into effect. But right now, this judge has ruled that all of these workers must be reinstated. There's about 20,000 of them. It's definitely a big win for the federal workforce.
Got it. All right. Yeah, they're going to love this. Catherine Faulders, thank you so much.